Hi everyone, this video is going to be different from my usual ones as it pertains to a serious topic. Sorry if I seem scattered, I'm not really good at these on the fly videos. However, since this is something that is evolving at a rapid rate, I feel as though I need to speak out about it as soon as possible. Unless you've been off the internet the past couple of days, then you've heard about the ongoing fight against censorship. Now, this fight has been ongoing for quite a while between credit card companies and Japan, forcing every company in the nation to censor themselves in order to use these payment options. But recently, it's taken a much darker turn for not only Japan, but the entire world. Games are getting banned from Steam and itch.io. The UK is basically becoming totalitarian, with Australia looking to follow suit, and the US is trying to pass the Screen Act. All of this in the means of protecting kids from NSFW content. However, if you look a bit deeper, this is nothing more than a front to control and monitor your everyday life. Now, you might say to yourself, I don't like NSFW content and don't want it in my stuff. And that's fine, no one's forcing you to consume it. But that doesn't mean everyone has to follow suit. And who's to say it won't stop at that? We're already seeing this in the UK with them implementing recorders and breathalyzers in new cars. That's insane! This is literally the future that things such as 1984 and Shimon no Neta warned us about. Hell, politicians even came forward and admitted that this is more about stopping freedom of speech than protecting the kids. And the scary stuff is, some of this stuff has been happening for quite a while. Creators on this platform getting shadow banned, videos getting flagged for basically no reason. There are even certain topics that aren't even related to NSFW content and are important that you can't even talk about on this platform. Speaking of YouTube, they are trying to crack down on users who they feel are under 18. I repeat, who they feel. And the only way to prove you're over 18, send them your ID or credit card. And knowing YouTube and how they handled stuff like this in the past, it isn't gonna go over well. Wanna know how they'll look like? Look at Nintendo and how they brick switch 2s over false pretenses. Even Spotify is following this trend and deleting users who can't confirm they're over 18. This was never about protecting the kids. It was always about controlling the masses through intimidation, with websites such as Wikipedia being forced to censor themselves or be banned from the UK. All of which is leading to everyone's worst nightmare, the end of anonymity on the internet. Part of what makes the internet so special is that privacy. A big reason why me and so many other content creators go faceless is because we're not comfortable showing our face. For example, I'm putting together a video where me and some of my friends are visiting the real life locations of the Insomniac Spider-Man games, and in it we're wearing masks. Why? Because at this point in time, we don't feel comfortable showing our faces. And that privacy is going to be stripped away from us unless we do something about it. And luckily, we are. YouTubers such as Asmongold and Chibi Reviews have been speaking up about this situation, with more and more joining the fray. With Japan finally fighting back against these credit card companies, and there being petitions against those same companies to stop their censorship. And if you want to keep up with the fight against censorship, I highly suggest subscribing to people like Chibi Reviews who are covering this stuff. And even you, yes you, by speaking up about this situation. Share the word about this, speak up, don't be intimidated by these guys, and together we can stop this and save what we have left of the internet.